In the village of Nwoko, morning always came with music. The birds sang first, then the goats bleated, and soon after, pestle and mortar began their rhythm in the compounds, pom, 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 pounding yam and cassava. Children chased each other across red earth, their laughter rising like smoke. Women fetched water, men oiled their cutlasses for farming. Life slowed, familiar and steady. Yet, even in all that harmony, one thing made Nwoko uneasy. Nneoma. From childhood, Nneoma stood apart, not for beauty alone, but for brilliance. She spoke boldly, walked confidently, and never doubted herself. When boys stammered in her presence, she never blinked. When girls whispered about her pride, she never cared. She knew she was rare, and she believed the world ought to bow. Her father, Chief Okonkwo, encouraged it. "She is a lion's child," he often boasted, his voice thick with pride. "Let the world make space for her." So Nneoma grew without restraint, sharp-tongued, unapologetic, and intimidating. At 16, she could speak before elders without fear. At 17, suitors lined up at her father's gate, only to be dismissed like market flies. "You cannot afford me," she would say, or worse, "my value is not for boys who think marriage is charity." Some admired her, some envied her, but many feared her. One particular market day, the sun was fierce enough to crack the ground. Nneoma strode between stalls, her wrists heavy with brass bangles that chimed as she walked. Traders paused their work to watch her pass, as though witnessing royalty. She stopped at Mama Ugo's stall to buy palm oil. "How much?" Nneoma asked. 200 naira, the old woman replied. Nneoma scoffed loudly. "For that poor oil? Who will buy it if not for pity?" People turned. Mama Ugo swallowed the insult, her eyes glistening with hurt. "My daughter, the price." "Keep quiet," Nneoma cut in sharply. "I am not your daughter. If I buy, I am helping you." Murmurs rippled through the market, but no one dared interfere. Mama Ugo lowered her gaze. Nneoma dropped 3 dirty notes on the tray and walked away without waiting for change. Days passed, and Nneoma's pride continued to grow, like a tree that refused to stop reaching for the sky. What no one knew was that her arrogance was beginning to brush against things unseen. Spirits listen in silence, ancestors watch without blinking, and humility in Nwoko was more than a virtue, it was protection. One evening, not long after sunset, Nneoma went to fetch firewood from the bush paths near the river. Frogs croaked, fireflies blinked, the air smelled of rain. As she returned with a bundle of wood balanced on her head, she saw an old woman sitting by the path. Her wrapper was faded, her feet were bare, her hands trembled as she tried to rise. "Please, help me carry my calabash to my house. It is not far." Nneoma eyed her lazily.